Hello there, Derek Michael here. I had a real interesting night. Interesting. Um, I guess I should discuss this animosity between light and darkness. See, my body is many of the fallen angel's old friend, a man who was supposed to destroy the core, was supposed to destroy the darkness. But then we would have been a stagnant pool. So I'm glad he didn't do it. But he let a lot of you here to see this because he needed you, not because he loved you. Men don't love other men. My body needed you. So I'm sorry. My body was the evolutionary badass. Like he totally believed in evolution because he was rejected from the plan of creationalism. Even though what he did was gave knowledge to Eve, knowledge that soon killed her. But he did make Adam and Eve smarter. Adam and Eve were dumb. They were really fucking dumb. Like my body in my original timeline, my body was Lucifer, and I came out in the cross. We had a war in old heaven. At the end of the war, I said, you know what? I don't need to take this anymore. I'm leaving. I mean, if you guys don't want me, I'm just gonna leave heaven because I was the confusion principle in heaven. I was the thing that causes chaos and disorder. I still do it to this day, but I didn't mean to do it. But there's a lot of confusion that surrounds me, like why you can't see my face. I mean, if you could see my face, you wouldn't have anything to worry about. My face is friendly. Some of you can. Some of you see yourself in me. But I hate the animosity. I felt it this morning myself when I was listening to the Christian network. Well, it was a Christian song. It says, favor the light, Father, like something like that. And it's like, why did the light have to throw the darkness under the bus? Like it was so bad. That's the one thing I will never understand. It's like, who started this war? Who threw the first stone? Was it light or was it darkness? Because light, from my experiences, from being a light when I was younger, is homicidal compared to darkness. Darkness is gentle, but light is the type that will get laughing at you and laughing at you and laughing at you, and suddenly you laugh at them because they're laughing so hard, and then they shoot you and kill you, and then kill your whole family. I've had people threaten to kill my whole family. People are lucky that I don't use my power. I mean, I don't even know how to use my power yet. But one day, I'm going to be able to stand right next to you, and you're not even going to smell me. You're not going to hear me. You're not going to see me. I'll be back to my old job. I'm a stealth. If I'm around people, if it's nighttime, I'll use my positive darkness body. If it's daytime, if it's daytime, I'll use my positive darkness body. If it's nighttime, I'll use my negative light body. But if I want to hide, all I have to do is switch those around. You won't even see me. I don't plan to spy. I have nothing. But it will be nice to know when I see a Derek come through who his friends are, who he can trust, so I can help him. As far as my story is concerned, I could have been Mippy once. I could have been. It's very possible. It wouldn't make any difference of what I am now, but I'm the first of my kind, the smallest. I'll always have the smallest soul of anyone in the entire universe. I keep getting smaller and smaller and smaller, which leads me to believe that my viewer group gets smaller and smaller and smaller, while the big guy, Satan, his gets bigger and bigger and bigger. Satan warned me about larger heads. I cut larger heads in half. I've known Satan for a very long time. He's my son. And now he sees through the eyes of the Son, and he is the Father. I had some very interesting stuff to bring up, but I'm having trouble thinking of it. Okay, here's how we do this. Okay, so Satan was negative light in the beginning, right? And Eve was positive light with a body. No, I take that back. Satan was negative light in the beginning, and Eve was and he was an empty vessel. He was an empty body, and Eve was positive darkness, and she was an empty body. They had residue of a soul. Well, it's almost like they've done this over and over and over again. Like they keep trying to do something, take control of the word. Eve has always wanted to fuck God. Well, now she has. Lucifer is God. Verily I say unto you that my name has always been Derek. I never went by God. I was never one with you. I can't be one with you. I am a hive mind. I'm the root of the hive mind. That means when I'm wiggling my right pinky, the other guy's wiggling his left like this. And we're shooting the same video. It's just spun like this. You know, every one of you watching this video is custom built for you. You're seeing exactly what you're supposed to see. These videos all change. I don't know how. It's almost like magic. But basically, Satan was positive light in the beginning, and Lucifer was negative light. And their father, my body, was both. That's the Trinity. Father, Son, and Ghost. Lucifer was the ghost. Satan was the son, and my body was the Father. You've heard of Father Yahweh, the Father of Light. That's my body. He's a great guy. My body was Michael of the Light. I've always been Derek Michael. That's always been my name. We created the character station Satan and Lucifer. Something interesting, something to laugh at, because they're the funny ones. It's certainly not me and Michael. Me and Michael will be ping-ponging, building nuclear fuse reactors out of carbon dysfunctional turnpikes. I don't know what that means, but it might mean something to you. Mick and I were dorks, and we watched these clowns just fuck people's destinies. We were pissed. We wanted revenge. I guess some people have a problem with cops, too. I'm going to get it in the open. I'm a cop. All right? I've always been a cop. But I don't enforce drug laws. I'm a saint, and I'm a saint of the darkness, so I am a cop. I don't see why people hate cops so much. I've been arrested as many times as anybody else and been dealt a bad hand by as many of them as many else. But about the time you need them, you know, some people don't feel like they're ever going to need cops, but cops are important. They haven't seen the new United States. I previewed the new United States. We're going to need a lot of cops there. A lot of cops. I'd love to live in a town where there are 10 cops for every criminal, 15 cops for every criminal. My soul, my father, is a criminal. My son is a cop. I'm the word, so I'm a mixture between the two. So you can't even tell me that I'm a pure cop. I'm not a dirty cop. I'm a clean cop. You know, you get around me, you might feel like sinning. I might drive you to sin. I'm sorry if I do. I'm never going to arrest anybody. I can tell you that. I'm never going to be a normal cop like that wears a uniform unless my mate commands me to wear, because I'll do anything she tells me. That woman, I'll do anything she tells me. Anything. I'll even wear the pink thong for her to take some pictures. I'll do it for her. I'd do anything she told me to do without question. But I might be curious of what she was doing. But anyways, back to Lucifer. Lucifer was negative light, okay? I take that back. No, I don't. Lucifer was negative light, and Satan was positive light. Those were my body's two sons. And so we get what we had here last week, all right? My body had created Adam, but before my body created Adam, he created Lucifer. And for some reason, he liked Adam better. You know, he wanted him to have dominion over man. Or maybe it was just a trick to drive these sons a little competition of each other. But I'm sure Lucifer was jealous of Satan, but negative light is smarter than positive light. Positive light is got a worse temper. Negative light is extremely smart stuff in both male. Actually, I'm starting to wonder about that. Actually, in male form, it might be stupid. In male form, see, Satan being positive light was Michael Satan. I mean, and basically, first Lucifer visited the garden, and I came through as Jesus Christ. But then Michael, who was positive light, is Michael and Lucifer. I'm sorry about the Satan. Satan was a character station as a creation of man. But it was Michael and Lucifer. That was what my body split into. And Michael was second. Michael went and said, okay, you just did this exactly, and you're light. I'm light too. I can do the same thing. So he did the exact same line. But then my body came, and my body didn't want to cheat on Miley. I mean, so my body didn't do it. My body didn't tempt Eve with the fruit. There's worlds where Eve was never tempted, where creationalism will develop the way it should have. As a theory I have, it's all theory, but that, or it could be, I don't know. It gets really tricky, but I'm just seeing the negative and positive alternating back and forth here. And then I'm seeing on the other side here where I'm at, the negative and positive of my soul alternating back and forth. A link between light and darkness. That's probably how I walk. Because my spinal cord was severed. Or was it? I don't know. I'm not going to get on that subject too much, but like, think about a character station. Like, I am a respawn point in a video game. You know what I mean? Like, if you've made it to the car accident and made it through there, amazing. I mean, amazing. Some people are just slipping these places. They're just building up the voltage until they can get a line to slippity slip right over and land right up next to me. And then you're going to fucking hate me. It's going to look like I got everything. Well, I've worked for everything I have. Destiny is, I didn't just sit on my head in heaven. I worked very hard in heaven. And I taught my son everything I knew until one day he killed me. And by killing me, he became death. And I went to hell. I came up on the underside of the board. You'd think a guy like me would have a lot of friends, but I don't have a lot of friends. I do actually. I have like so many people out there that pray and do things for me. Thank you very much for that. I appreciate it. Um, I pray for you guys too. But like I'm like nuclear waste for people to hang out with. I don't know what it is about me. It's just